to another business numerology. Lisa here, and I'm joined with Tricia. Hello, Tricia.
Hello, Lisa. It is October.
Yes.
Number 9.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, the number 9 is the humanitarian. It is the jack of all trades. If it was your life path number, you might not even know what you're so good at everything. You might have a hard time choosing. But we're going to focus on the humanitarian part of the number 9 when we talk about October today with business numerology and how beneficial being a human and offering humanitarian bent in your business, how beneficial that is.
Yes. Oh, I love this so much because that is such a big thing for me. One of my core values, giving back, helping. And so I'm excited to talk about this. And just for all of you who don't know, if you haven't joined us before, I'm Lisa Avila. I'm a business strategist, and Tricia Gunberg is a numerologist and Reiki master. So she knows her numbers, and she's going to give us a breakdown of universal energy, days, everything, the year.
Yes, and how to apply it. So, we're going to talk about how the energy works, how we can apply it. And I just want to share my success, because we often do that. We share a success. So last month and the previous months, I shared a success as to how I applied it. Where I know this works, being a humanitarian, well, I don't even know if I have any 9s, I have to think, in my own chart. But that being a humanitarian's it's always been a part of me. My mom had volunteering when we were very young. Some people might say she dragged us. But even as a teen, I helped. And I could have gotten out of it, or I could have been trying to do something else, but I wanted to help. And that's always been a part of who I am. And is to be sure that you enjoy it. So I had volunteered for something. I go to the meeting, I'm at the meeting, and I'm not given an assignment. And I was like, oh, well, I already told them what my wheelhouse things were. And so I'm sitting here at the meeting, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take that as a show up, because that's the kind of person that I am, that I'm a leader. I'm a 1. I can do it. And I have a 3. I'm creative. I can figure it out. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe this is an opportunity for your wheelhouse for how I am to just show up. And sure enough, I show up that day. I have no assignment, and I hit the ground running. And I am in my wheelhouse, and I'm doing all the things that I'm making basically executive decisions almost. And I was the new kid, and I was like the hero of the day, and I saved the day. And I was like, wow, this is me trusting and me doing what I want to do and being who I am. And that's how I showed up, and I trusted it, and it really served me. And then Tricia looks like a superstar when all I did was show up and be myself.
Well, you are a superstar, but also that is such a great lesson for all of us, because maybe we want to control the situation. Maybe we want to have something there ready to go. Yep. So to just show up and know that it's going to work out.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what we got to do. But also offering our wheelhouse services, those things that we can do with one arm tied behind our back, or that we don't really think about. People are going to be in awe of you. And maybe it is a skill that you should charge $200 an hour for, or $1,000 to show up. That's what you need to give, and that's what you need to show people.
Agreed.
Yeah, that wheelhouse stuff. And that also helps you not resent your giving. You enjoy it because it was easy. So you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be going, ugh. You want...
That was terrible.
I'm never doing that again. Right. You don't, you're volunteering. You don't want to do that. So now let's talk about, that was my success. And that's how I feel about the number 9. I want to give back. And then when I give of myself, it's even, right, it does that 8 to it, right? What we put out is what we give back. That's our universal year energy. It's the 8. We add 2. Our year is 2024. So we add 2 plus 2 plus 4. We get an 8. We know that what we put out comes back to us. We also might define that as karma. Mm-hmm. And ho'oponopono, pono is justice. That's what justice is, right? Mm. What you just did, it's going to come back, right? If you broke the law, you got to pay.
Yes, right. Yeah. Either, good or bad, it's coming back.
And in the terms of ho'opono, it means making it right. That's the universal energy of this year. And we've got October, November, and December to experience that energy of the number 8. Then we have October. And you say, well, that's the 10th month of the year. So we're adding a 1 and a 0 to our 8, which equals a 9. And that's why we're talking about humanitarian efforts and how we can put them into our business. So I know you have some things to say about this energy of the number 9 and this humanitarian for your business. And then I'm going to let people know what days on the calendar that they can really focus in on that number 9.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, so from a business strategy viewpoint, even if maybe volunteering isn't your jam or you don't have a lot of time, you can look at it strategically. The more you go out and work on your marketing skills and give of your time, the more confident you're going to become. And that is going to help you in your business. It's going to help you with your marketing efforts, with your sales, because anytime you're going out and talking to people, and for me, market research is huge. So I am constantly asking people, what do you need? What's not working for you? How can I help? And so when you are giving back, volunteering, you're finding out those answers. They may not necessarily be your ideal client, but they're people that you can help. And so you're right, Tricia, when you give, it comes back. So you're gaining that confidence. You're learning how to talk to people. In my case, I advocate for education on the side. So I attend school board meetings, I send emails. And so every time I'm putting myself out there to advocate for children, for students, and for families who may not be able to do it themselves because of language barriers, financial barriers, I am getting more confidence in my writing skills, in my speaking skills. I'm meeting more people, right? I'm networking, and people are saying, now, who is this Lisa and what's she talking about? And that's what I want. I want them to know that I am a fierce advocate and I'm helping people because that's what I love to do. I'm a nurturer, I'm a giver, and yeah.
Yes, people get your vibe. They're getting your vibe. They don't know, and now they want to know what you do. So you didn't have to elevator pitch them. They're coming to you and saying, well, you're pretty fabulous. What do you do?
Well, yeah, no, that's a really great point. Thank you for saying that, because if I'm out there advocating for these students, I also advocate for business owners, for women who want to start and grow their businesses, right? And I am going to do this. We're going to do this together.
Yes, they get your vibe. And then what I heard you say is that you're honing your chops.
Yes.
Right. So if there's something that maybe you're been practicing, right? Or you say, oh, I'll help you do a couple of Instagram posts, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, you're helping. Well, then you get better at it. You're honing your chops. And then because they don't know anything about it and they never even opened Canva, but you show them a few things, right? Now you're honing your chops. And it's something, you're sharing something that but you're getting a little better. Because that's one thing to know how to do something. It's another to teach someone else. Like that's a whole
Yes.
other level.
Whole other ball of wax.
Whole other
I
level.
want to say for some people, because I've struggled with this in the past, what can I help with? What am I good at doing? And there is really, truly something that everyone has, something that just comes easy for you. And you may not think about it, that way, but just ask people, like, what am I good at? And they'll say, oh, yeah, because they can just list. I mean, we may not be able to list it for ourselves, but other people can tell
But
us because I can tell
also,
everybody else what they're good about.
that's another thing that you can learn through volunteering is what you're good at
Yes.
or what you don't really care to do. Or maybe you're good at it, but you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I,
Good,
I,
great points.
I
Yes.
had that experience, that energy of, I used to have an organization job, and then I did a big organization job for somebody else. And then I was talking about it, and then somebody's like, "Oh, will you do some organizing for me?" And it's like, well, maybe in small amounts. So,
That's all I want to do.
yeah. So, but for the right person, you might do that, right? That right person. But yeah, you can figure out who you are and what your strengths are through volunteering. You can also figure out them through having a business coach like yourself or by having a numerologist like myself. We often
Yes.
9 also, because it's about knowledge and wisdom, it encompasses the opposite, right? Where we don't know. And learning who we are is really important. It's in there. You do know. And it helps if somebody else might tell you, right? When you're volunteering, they'll tell you what your strengths are, or hiring a coach, they'll tell you what your strengths are. And that's really helpful to get rid of that self doubt when you're running your own business or you want to start your own business. You got to replace those negative thoughts with what the truth is. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I love that. Can
Wisdom.
you tell us about the calendar for
Oh,
October?
yeah.
My birthday month.
Oh, happy birthday. Yes. Where you want to consider this humanitarian bent, your best days to do it or think about it or schedule it would be on your 9 energy days, which are the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th.
Sounds
Those are
about
the
right.
days. I didn't flash it for the last time, but yeah, the calendar.
Oh.
So that is the calendar. You can do a screenshot. Anybody watching? How else can
Or we'll have a link in the show notes
there you
so
go?
that you can get your monthly calendar. Yeah. So you can look at it every single day.
So helping others will help yourself. We guarantee. I guarantee. I guarantee
Yes. Yes. It is amazing what happens when, if you just don't feel it, go help somebody.
that.
Because
Yep.
that energy will start to bubble up and you will feel so much better. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So the
Good.
next time you and I are together, we'll sum up the year and we'll start talking 2025. If you
Oh,
that.
I cannot believe it is almost the end of the year. And I want to say, from a business strategy standpoint, we are in the fourth quarter. Now, when
Oh,
I was in the wine industry, OND, October, November, December, that is when you went out and you made those sales, right? Because
oh,
everybody wants wine around the holidays. But also, whatever business you have, this is your time to finish strong. And so I just want to remind you of that. I know it can be schools out for different holidays, things are coming, maybe vacations. Don't stop on your business. This is the time to plan for next year and to finish the year strong. So I just encourage you
also,
all for that.
well, the good one
Yes.
point. So October might be a good idea. The holidays typically, the giving back during holidays in businesses. So October might be a good idea to see where you could fit that into your business. Everything write off from for the time that you're sitting thinking about what you're going to volunteer. So that's something to consider. That it's all a write off for your business if it's your business that's doing it. But October might be a good time to sit and think of how your business could support people during the holidays. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a yes. I love that. I would encourage you all to think about that. Yeah,
All right.
good idea, Trisha. All right.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
You in
Joining me.
November.
Yes, we will see you all in November. Bye.